Hey, this is Josh from CollectionDX.com with another review for you. This time it's Fewture's Gokin Grimlock. So, for those of you who don't know, the Gokin line is a high-end diecast line similar to Stolovich Gokin, but typically in the past have been really high-end deluxe pieces, really high price points, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now with the Transformers 30th anniversary, something changed in Hasbro where they're now allowing other companies to take stabs at their characters. Fewture is one of those companies. So instead of doing a super deluxe transforming Gokin sort of thing, they kind of scaled it down and did a moderately sized, realistically proportioned to the cartoon line of Transformers. They've done Optimus Prime, they've done Alpha Trion, Grimlock. I'm sure there's a couple more that they're working on. I previously did Optimus Prime. Here is Grimlock. And I have to say, I really think this is the way to go for me in Transformers. Because, you know, the G1 Transformers are fine. Like, I could transform those in my sleep. But a lot of these ones, as they get more advanced, I just sit there and go, oh, seems like work. Why can't I just have the characters I love and a really nice interpretation of them? Well, Fewture has got you covered. So these guys are under $100 and really, really nicely proportioned. Somewhat true to the animation model. This one seems a little more detailed than Prime was, a lot more inner detailing, but it's essentially a non-transforming Grimlock, and he's got a buttload of articulation, and he's just really nicely done. So let's take a look at him here. You see he's got the the flaps from dinosaur mode. These do, sorry, it was on a little loose here. It's generally not that loose, it just was loose from me touching it. But these hands move a little bit. These things are on ball joints, they rotate. You know, the sides that would clip around his waist in robot mode. His head is on a ball joint. And there's something interesting that, you know, we know that Grimlock looked one way as a toy and another way in the cartoon. So they have given us a kind of toy-accurate head and a cartoon-accurate head, which is pretty cool, I have to say. And I hope I have those modes correct. Articulation, rather good. We have a ball joint on the shoulder. And an interesting way they solved this whole issue is they created a little panel here that opens up that allows you to slide the arm up. You've got double jointed single jointed elbow, my bad. But there is a swivel there, and these claws on the hands do move. There is a little waist joint there, and there is a little chest joint. Not a ton of motion in the chest joint, but still good. Once again, the legs are where this party gets interesting. So, Fewture has done an interesting thing to allow for more articulation by creating a series of extending joints. So you have your average, I won't call that average, but that's a really good range of articulation there. But you can also pull down there and there. And then you get what's basically an obscene amount of articulation. Pretty sweet. So you can do some killer poses with Grimlock that really no other toy can do. It does have the same feature with the feet, but the problem is that when you pull down, you end up pulling the feet off instead of really pulling the joint down like you should. So be careful of that, I guess. No, it's not bad, you know, you still have a good tilt like you would want to for a leg, but it's kind of a pain. So using the ball joints are good, but you do run into that problem where you can just pop things right off, and that's a bit annoying. But overall, he's really nice. His lower legs are pretty much all die-cast metal. His feet are metal, and a bit of the chest is metal. So Grimlock would not be Grimlock without his accessories, and let's show you some of those. He has got his kind of badass sword, and the sword's cool because it's got the plastic on the handle is chromed, red chrome, but the blade is kind of opaque with a nice little fade in the middle of it, so it's really nicely done. He also has his gun, on, don't fall over, Grimlock. I'm balancing you precariously. And the gun is pretty much on model with the original toy. At least from what I can recall. I don't currently have the original toy, but I have owned it many times over the years, and it has been binged and purged throughout the ages. So the gun is cool. I also have variant hands. Oh, there's the other gun. I forgot, there's two guns. That gun, and you get that gun. Other hands, you get open hands, gun holding hands, and closed hands. Finally, like Optimus Prime, you get a little stand. It is not much of a stand in that it is not kind of geared towards that robot. It's a generic stand. But what's interesting is that they have these little connectors here, so you could put them like underneath the little ledge there and snap together with another stand. So you could, in theory, you know, lock two stands together, and they are, you know, immobile and ready to rock. So that's a nice touch, I guess. Not that anyone's going to do that. And you don't really even need the stand because they stand up just fine. Yeah. So good stuff. Once again, under $100, loaded with detail, anime accurate. If you're not, you know, you've got a million versions of Grimlock that comes into a dinosaur. You've got Cybertron Grimlock, and G1 Grimlock, and G2 Grimlock, and Animated Grimlock, and Masterpiece Grimlock. And you might even have, what is it, Robot Masters? Or whatever they were, the original non-transforming Transformers, which I thought was silly at the time. But now, you've got this, and I think it's pretty sweet. And I like this line, and I think this might be the way I'm going to go with my Transformer collecting. So, yeah, this has been Josh at CollectionDX.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. We'll do it again soon. Bye.